I know I've talked about Hodinkee quite a lot in the last handful of videos, but this just in, Hodinkee released a post by Ben Clymer, the founder, where he talks about how now Hodinkee is done selling new and pre-owned watches. Further, they go on to say that they're likely going to be still selling collaborations that they've done, like the Hodinkee limited editions, but in terms of the whole crowning caliber Hodinkee connection that we've seen develop and kind of fallen by the wayside in the last handful of years, this is going to be sunset. They're not going to be posting new watches to the new watch section. They're not going to be trading in pre-owned watches. And instead, this article, link in the description below, goes on to talk about how now they're going to be focusing on the things that they focused on when they originally started, which is going to be watch collector content first and foremost and entirely, as opposed to some of the things that they've been doing, more lifestyle, more pop culture, more kind of corporate type of content, if you know what I mean. If there'll be a link in the description below to the videos where I talk more in depth about kind of the way that Hodinkee went, but Hodinkee has finally listened to the words and the critiques and criticisms and suggestions of their most loyal and passionate watch collectors that read Hodinkee, the blog, instead of kind of listening to where they think the world is going when watches are no longer part of mainstream. Watch prices are very low. They're kind of where we started 5 years ago in many cases, not all cases, but 5 years ago before the big explosion and everybody got into watch collecting during COVID and it made mainstream and you had all the Wall Street journals and these types of things saying, hey, invest in watches. All the casual people are kind of out now for the most part. At least that's what it looks like to me. And because of this, watch businesses, including Hodinkee, now have to focus on who the customers are. And the customers are the diehard enthusiasts and collectors that don't stop collecting and engaging with watches and watch communities when the demand is not where it was, when the bandwagon effect is not in effect, when all of their friends are not endlessly talking about watches. That's who's left, is the enthusiast. Think of it someone like a passionate car collector. He doesn't stop collecting cars or working on cars or being interested in cars just because, maybe the person down the street that got into them a year ago stopped being so, right? We as watch collectors, myself included, and you, because you're watching this, right? So you're probably quite a watch enthusiast, much like myself. We like watches for certain reasons. We like the intricacies, the nuances, the mechanics, the subtleties of it. There's so many different ways or reasons, rather, that maybe we like watches, and nothing is going to stop us from enjoying them. And that's where watch businesses are going today. I know a little bit of a rant, but I think it's important to note that with enough vocalization and enough people that are supporters of a company like you guys all out there that have chimed in the comments below here, over on Hodinkee and other places, you can really shape where a company would go, especially if you want to be part of the journey. And that's what we see just happen right here is now they've made this commitment. They've announced it. The founder, Ben, says, hey, we're going to be going back to how things were. Please hang tight. We're going through this process. We're going to stop doing kind of the cash money grab things that we were doing for a while and leave that up to the businesses that trade watches, like Delray Watch, like, David SW and so many other watch traders, watch businesses out there. Leave it up to those guys that specialized in trading watches. Now we go back to making content. But I want to know, what do you guys think out there? Are you optimistic about Hodinkee? Did you read the article? What do you think? I would love to see it and hear it in the comments below. And guys, please do not forget to sign up for my email list. I've been working on many things. And if you want to be the first to know about the different things that I'm going to be announcing in the coming months into year, please sign up on my email list. I promise I won't be spamming you. I really don't want to be sending emails all day because I currently don't have anything to sell you. But when the time comes that I want to announce something cool that I've been working on, that is where you're going to be able to find out first before anyone else. Guys, just wanted to share this interesting news with you here, and we'll see you next time. You've been chatting with John P.